Jay, a chance for your team to close out this road trip perfect. Just talk about maybe that important milestone and just generating some momentum for your team here on the road.
Yeah, I think our team's played well here on the road. I thought it was, we had a long homestand. It was nice to get out and get the fellas together and won 2 games in 2 different fashions. But tonight's going to be a whole different animal in the Calgary Flames. They're obviously off to the start they're off to. They've been at home for a long time, and we got our work cut out for us tonight.
Jay, why Stuart Skinner tonight?
I think he has a chance to help us win the game.
When you look at, was the decision more so about the way he's played or just trying to give him a look against Calgary?
We have strong belief in both of our goaltenders, and Stuart's in tonight because I think he can help us win the game.
Jay, are you a different group? I know it was just a couple of weeks ago that these 2 teams went at it. Are you a different group, or what maybe have you learned more about your team since this last meeting?
Well, I thought we've gotten a little bit better each and every day, and that's what we set out to do. We quite understand that we're not a finished product right now. We're a work in progress, and we've challenged our guys with getting a little bit better each day, and I think we've done that. I think if you look at the macro picture of our first 8 games or so, there's been some good moments, and then there's been moments that we want to have back. What we're searching for is a measure of consistency about our game, but what I've liked and what I've enjoyed as the coach of the Edmonton Oilers here in this first part of the season is how hard our players are working for each other. We're not perfect, we realize that, but we're working to be the best we can.
Maybe you touched on it, and I get whoever scores the most will win this one, but what will this game come down to?
I've long given up trying to predict what's going to happen in the Battle of Alberta.
Jay, did it help for your group? I know tonight's 3 and 4, but to get on the road in terms of just building a rhythm with your group early in the season, because it seems like a lot of coaches are talking about that, depending on how many games you've played or not.
Yeah, I think what happens when you go on the road is that brings people together. We love playing in front of our fans. We got the best fans. We got the best arena in the National Hockey League. We love playing in front of them. But I think when you go out on the road, the group comes together, and that's what I've noticed here over the last few days.
It's a Saturday night competitive crease, I imagine. How do you navigate that conversation, telling Jack that he's not going to go when Stuart gets a big start tonight?
No, Jack has a clear understanding of our belief in both of our goaltenders, and we just want to make sure that we're keeping both of them up and running here and playing enough games. We don't want to overuse anybody. We just want to make sure that people are up and running. And as I said, we have strong belief in both of our goaltenders. We're lucky that way.
Jay, you said that you won 2 different games in the last 2 very different fashions. Although you said there's a lot of stuff to improve on, the fact that you've been able to get wins in a lot of different fashions, how do you?
Yeah, it's a credit to our players. It's a credit to our players sticking with things in tough environments under tough circumstances. I think that's the sign of a good team is when you find ways to win. And in the last little while we've been doing that. So it's a credit to our players.
This Calgary team now is Nazem Kadri. It's probably a deeper unit at center than it was last season. Does that change on the road? Maybe how you try and manage?
Is that your opinion? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off
paper,
there.
But
yeah.
Does that change a little bit of the in-game decision making?
I don't think so. As a coach, I go in to worry about our team and try and craft a game plan that is going to help us win. Most teams in the NHL have really good threats. Calgary's no different. They're off to the start they're off to because they're a good hockey team. They pose a lot of different types of challenges, but we believe that we have the players in our dressing room to be able to meet those challenges.
So when people look at a goaltending situation, they'll see like a 1 and a 2. It sounds like you as a coach really don't view things that way.
Yeah, I think we have 2 quality goaltenders. I think we're finding different ways to win with both of them. And, I feel good about both of them.